The Podical sound.
Podcast, you can't win. Talking a good game, you can't win. Topics never lame, you can't win. Win.
Not your average Joseph. Marvelous.
It's ridiculously funny, but funny.
Welcome back to the best no judgment zone space and world, because neither one of us have any law degrees. I am Marvelous.
And I'm not your average Joseph.
And we are the Podical Sons. So let's start the show. How you feeling today?
I'm good on a Sunday, Marv. I'm good on a Sunday. Good the entire week through, but it's a Sunday. I like Sunday. We get to converse.
That's good.
We get to do the thing.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
For the folks that are at home that don't know, on Tuesday, this motherfucker will still be celebrating his birthday. So you can wish him a happy birthday all damn week because he black, and you know how black people get down.
Yeah,
they carry on birthday celebration.
I guess we should have told him from July 1st.
No, that's black women. See, black women
they do the month.
They do a month.
Okay.
Yeah. Birthday countdown. All that. Yeah. The countdown things be killing me on the gram though, man. I was like,
the countdown is serious.
So you don't know when your birthday is? Like, do you need to tell the masses? Attention's a hell of a thing, ain't it? Ain't it?
I'm telling you.
Yo. Folks at home, welcome. The regular deglars, we welcome you back.
Yes.
To the new folks, we welcome you too.
Yes.
Cop a seat. Tell the birthday boy hi in the comments. Subscribe and all the above. We on YouTube. You can see the foreheads and heads and shining and the beards, oils and shines and shits and all that good stuff. All streaming platforms possible.
That's it.
And you have the website, podicalsons.com. All right.
That's it.
Did I get most of that
That's
out?
That's it. I think you got everything.
Okay. All right. Let's get into... You know what?
Before we get into anything? You got something you'd like to share with us?
I just have a question and stuff.
Okay.
For the pertaining to the birthday dance. No.
Okay.
You're as young as you feel, but how do you feel mentally, and then how do you feel physically?
Mentally, I feel a little bit strained. I think with being an adult. More responsibilities come day by day. Taking care of shit that you
turn the cameras off. This is not going to therapy mode.
Taking shit that you haven't been taking care of before, and just making sure everything is straight. Physically, I feel good.
So,
I feel good.
Age-wise, put an age on these things. Mental age, how old do you feel?
Mental age, I think I'm around mid-30s.
Mid-30s?
Yeah, mid-30s.
Okay.
Physically?
Yeah.
I want to say probably like late 30s then if I was to have anything going on.
Oh yeah? Okay, that's good.
Yeah. I've been taking a more conscious effort to just be more consistent with the exercising, eating a little bit more healthier, taking my vitamins, because, we're not kids anymore. We need to replenish certain things that we were getting when we were younger.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, all of that, and just, I think taking the time to just to digest everything as opposed to just constantly being on a go. I don't always get to do that. Mm-hmm. But I feel lately, as in within the last maybe a year or so or two or so, I've been trying to be more mindful of that, right? And getting out and having more fun. I mean, we started that at the beginning of the summertime, and it's just been continuing. I mean, Last week was a hell of a party. Enjoyed myself. And just trying to be more active. I think it's been helping me.
That's good.
So yeah. So when my wife and my daughter get excited that my birthday is coming around, I'm just like, I just look at it as another spin around the sun. Not much has changed. It's still a day-to-day operation for me. And
I don't. Okay, let me say this. I feel like the men that I know, or the men that I know of, I feel like it's most of the time it's their women and the people around them make a bigger deal for their birthday
than
them
themselves,
right? Like I want to say, for me, that was always the case and stuff too. But I always feel like I thought I was just the oddball one.
Right.
But then I was watching other guys, like not only just you, but other guys that I know. They're like, yeah, my birthday's on thing. Yeah. What you might hear one do like, oh, you're barbecuing or we're grilling, depending on the time of the year.
Depending on the time of the year. Right.
Other than that, you're like, yeah, shit. And it's kind of
like
even
last,
keel.
like last year, I had a barbecue for my birthday, but it was more of the fact that
getting over COVID,
right? Since we moved to this house, we haven't had like any type of real gathering, so it was like it was that sort of idea of just trying to, you know what I mean, had a family over, celebrate and that sort of thing. So, but it's not a thing that I would do like a year to year. I'm thinking about the DrewFest though. That might come into fruition. DrewFest?
Yeah, what the fuck is a DrewFest?
DrewFest is more of a community day type thing, event.
Do they praise Drew? Like, I don't understand. Like, how is it DrewFest? Why don't you call it Community Fest?
Well, DrewFest, because if I'm gonna do it, it'll probably end up being around the time of my birthday.
So if you,
it's because I am born in the summer. Okay, you know, in the midst of the summer, right? If I'm gonna celebrate anything, I might as well try and combine the two things together, right? So,
what two things? Community and your birthday?
Community and my birthday.
So
DrewFest.
Oh my god. I'm talking about the people on the internet's attentions.
What it is?
You call the whole birthday event / community thing DrewFest.
Well, I'm going to combine a couple of my passions together, which is entertainment, music, right, and you know, hopefully we can do like a live pod that particular day for a crowd of people to enjoy.
DrewFest.
Okay. You know what I mean? DrewFest. I mean, the name's still a working title, but
shut it. You already had that name locked in.
I did have that name for a while.
I feel like you had a damn spiel, you had a damn PowerPoint presentation ready to go. Everything. DrewFest. Yo, that's epic. I've never had a Marfest in my head. Or Marvin.
We can have one. We have one, Marv.
No. I would.
You okay with the DrewFest?
I'll attend the DrewFest.
No, you're gonna be there. You're gonna be there.
Yeah,
you're a special guest. You're a special guest. You can't just attend.
Wow.
Yeah, nah. We can't have the DrewFest without the great Marv there. Come on, man.
Yo, DrewFest. I like it. You just caught me off guard. I wasn't ready. Okay, man. Let's get to these polls. No, okay. Before I get to the polls, the reason why I ask is because I'm approaching 40.
Right.
You're approaching 50.
Right.
There's a generation gap between us and everything. But I look at where some people, they look at aging a little bit different. Like, I want to say, what I mean by different is like some people age with grace.
Right.
And some people try to, I guess, turn back the clock.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. I feel like me witnessing you, me watching you, you've been aging gracefully throughout the courses of the years and decades and all the above.
Right.
And you make it seem fun.
But you know what the funny thing is, Marv? It's because not until I hit like my mid 40s, and I wouldn't say that I start to feel like I'm old. More than I started to recognize that, I'm old. I'm up there. Not, you know what I mean? Like to say that I can't be doing younger things, but my mindset, my mind frame should be a little bit different.
Well, act childlike, not childish.
Right. So then with that kind of knowledge, I was like, oh shit, there's a lot of things that I tend to do that a lot of young people still do. And there's things that I should be doing as an older person that I haven't quite started doing yet. So a lot of it is really a child at heart and just enjoying things. They're just enjoying the things that I like and never really taking life too seriously. maybe at some points, maybe needing to take it a little bit more seriously. But man, like life is what you make it. And I've had these dreams forever. And it's like, now I'm living my dream. Right. And that's what I think that's what it really truly is. I'm living my dream. So, and it's a dream that it's like, people do what we're doing into like their like 80s, the late 80s, approaching 90s. Look at some of the actresses, some of the people who do interviews. You know what I mean? Well into the age. And some of them only stop doing it because they stop enjoying doing it.
I got you. I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Otherwise than that, they'll tell you it keeps them young. It kept them young. Right? So I think that's probably why.
Well, kudos to you.
Yes.
And welcome to 48.
48. So, but do you have any thoughts when you hit 40? Are you going to celebrate that? 50, I might celebrate.
To be honest, I'm not too sure.
I'll
wing that.
Yeah.
I'll wing that, see how I feel and everything. Because me, I don't know, the birthday celebrations, I'm kind of over.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not really a celebratory person to that regard.
Like, for my birthday, every year for my birthday, I always ask for be around great people.
Right. With
great food.
Yeah.
And great convo. If it be about the fuck shits or the real shits,
yeah,
I'm okay with that. Long as it's that kind of vibe. I want to say there's no malice. Like I'm about no malice and like no one's getting an attitude and we're all just conversing. And that's the main thing to me. Because I prefer like damn near, if I could, every day would be like that with a new friend or with a new person and stuff like that. Right. Stay tuned on the interview shows coming up. Marfest. No. DrewFest. Yo, this guy is a wild boy.
We're gonna have to start planning. We'll start planning, Marv.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen. All
right. Now let's get to the polls, man.
All right.
First poll says, which comes first? The relationship or the sex? We've asked this question before at a different time, but we never already polled it.
Right.
So which comes first, relationship or sex? 54% said sex. Do you agree?
I agree.
I think a lot of people and stuff, it was relationship heavy in the beginning.
Right.
And I want to say, well, the answers or people who voted, you can tell by like kind of like a demographic and stuff of who they might be. But I don't knock the relationship aspect. Mm-hmm. I see it.
Yeah.
I see the relationship aspect because some people are like, oh, you gotta be my wife and girlfriend. But then it goes back to what we were saying last week with the whole relationship carrot, dangling the relationship carrot.
Right.
If I want sex and I might use sex as a determination to say if I'm going to be with said person or trying to establish something with that person and the person's saying relationship, that's when relationship dangle will come along.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in their head, like, or in my head and stuff, like, I look at it stuff where, no, a relationship starts when we have sex. Because, okay. I have once talked to a woman for about 3 months.
Okay.
Just talk.
Right.
Talk. Well, was it? Not French, not English, Jamaican. Chups.
Chups?
Chups.
So there's chups involved.
There's chups.
Right.
Like a little 1-2 chups. That's it. Right? In her head, I guess relationship was established. In my head, this was just wasting time.
This is gonna go anywhere? Have we gotten to a point yet?
Well, because to me, it was like, if I had nothing else to do and I had the free time, the luxury and stuff like that, I was younger, right?
Right.
I looked at it, I was like, yeah, I called it. Yeah, sure, we can come over, watch a movie, or come over. And like, it was nothing until one day I seen her like introduce me, like, this is my boyfriend. I'm like,
you gotta get a shaggy?
When? Since when? Well, we've been together for a while. I'm like, we ain't do the deed.
We didn't cement it?
Shit, oh, typical guy. You gotta have sex and stuff. Yes. Yes, that's how I know you're for me.
It's called relations.
See?
It's called relations.
But so I see, like I said, I think it doesn't matter which one comes first in my world, but I prefer, I guess the whole sex aspect and stuff too. But now I understand from a woman's point of view where, you know, some guys would just cut and run after the goods. But my thing is that people will do what they want to do regardless.
Yeah.
Right? So if a person has the intention and stuff, like I said, the relationship carrot, you just got to take a gamble and pray to win. But you just got to look at certain things about pertaining to that person and increase your odds to win.
Yeah.
Right?
I think it's two things nowadays, with one being that women are hip to the game, that men will just cut and run, right?
They've been hip.
Yeah.
No?
Well, I want to say some probably still held out with that notion that...
Really?
I would say some still held out with that notion, especially the ones that hold off for an awful long time.
But okay, even like...
Thinking if he really stuck around and waited, I kind of removed that whole aspect. Not knowing some motherfuckers is just patient as hell and the wait, right?
Because, okay, Lauryn Hill's pop culture.
Right.
Lauryn Hill's not just like black culture. She is pop culture.
Yes.
That thing.
Yes.
Girls, you know these guys about that thing.
Right.
So you had Lauryn Hill telling you the early, like mid-90s.
Right.
Telling you this, and now they're still not hip 20 years later?
You'd still find some women that will feel like, yes, it's about that thing, but if I held him off long enough and he's still around, then I kind of nullified. No, you didn't nullify it at all. He's just learned the virtue of patience. The second part of that now is that sex is no longer seen as this taboo premarital sex thing, right? And women are embracing their sexuality as much as men were allowed to. So some women just want to get their rocks off too.
I'm discrediting that.
So they could care less if it's going to lead to a relationship. Not whereas prior, it would have been like, oh, my loins is lusting for him, but I cannot give him anything because he's going to think I'm a hussy, and then he's going to take off and disappear. Yeah, you got to use old school words like
clearly
and loins.
We can tell who's close to 50.
Because that's
who's close to 50.
Because that's when the time when it mattered.
All right, Harley Quinn. Holy shit. I think... So I agree with you. Yeah, that women want to have girls want to have fun. That's always been a slogan. Right. Again, right. From time, I look at it where there are a few guys that's like relationship forward, but I just feel like sex isn't taboo anymore, like in open conversation. Right. So I just feel that these things kind of exhume as a given. Like, okay. To me, and I don't knock like the asexual people, right? But I kind of find like, would it be hard for them to date? See, that was always my $1 million question, because if you're asexual, you're gonna meet somebody. Somebody's gonna assume that sex is gonna be on the table when you're in a relation, where you're in relations with that person, right? So I was like, I feel like they got it worse. They got it rough because they're thinking like, oh, we're gonna establish this and then we're not gonna.
Is that something that you got to come out right away? It just, hi, my name is Drew. Hi, I'm asexual. like you got to let that off right off the bat, because you're right.
You know what? I would take that off the bat over vegan any day.
You take that asexual over vegan?
Yo, when they like off the bat, hi, my name's Melissa. I'm vegan. Told you, those people, they feel like they're higher than God.
But you still want this meat though, right?
She might not even want it. But she's a vegan asexual person.
Oh, that's double no meat.
Double no meat. So yes, relationship is not the one. 54% said sex again. Next poll was, which is more worse? A mama's boy or a woman with daddy's issues? And 68% said mama's boy. How you feel about that? Talk to things.
I feel like that large percentage had to be women. Some of them who might have daddy issues.
I feel like, so when I looked and stuff, from more of the Graham side.
Right.
It was a mixture.
It's a mixture.
It was a nice little heavy mixture of stuff between men and women and stuff on the mama's boy side.
Yeah.
And the daddy's issue side. So, okay, for me, I choose daddy issues. I don't see mama's boy as much of a problem. And the only time I see mama's boy a problem
Right.
is if, what is it, who comes first? Your woman or your mom?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And I feel like I hear women say this a lot. You're always going to have one mom.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking that. But then there comes a time like, okay, I was raised on the Christian Catholic side.
Right.
When you leave your house, you take a wife.
Yeah.
Right? And then this is...
Yeah.
This is the
that's the union.
All
That's
right. All right. So if we're working with the union aspect, a mama's boy, if he's putting the wife over the mom over the wife, problem.
Right.
Problematic. That's the only problem I see.
Yeah.
Because you want a dude that at least loves his mother and, be respectful to her and all that type of stuff. You might want to do favors for her and everything. Because I'm pretty sure same women who might be dating a guy who might be a possible mama's boy, she might want the same thing for her child.
Yeah.
If she has a little boy.
Yeah.
Daddy's issues now, I feel like that's where the party and the fuck shit's at. Because I look at it where certain aspects, basically the filling the void thing.
Yes.
I don't know where to quantify, but there's so many reasons like behind daddy's issues. So whenever I see like an older man
right
and a younger woman,
right,
2 words come up. First one's sugar, and the other word is what?
Papi.
Exactly. Exactly. Papi. I don't know, my friend. I don't know. My friend. I just know when it's sugar, daddy.
Yes.
Daddy.
Yes.
Why are you calling this person who didn't fuck for you to be here, but who's fucking you because you're here, daddy? That's the part I have a problem with and stuff with the whole, that aspect and stuff. And then it's I don't want to say the clinging aspect, but I want to say you're kind of looking for something to kind of fill the void of the, not say absentee father,
right?
But he could be physically there,
right?
But emotionally unavailable,
right? So
it's like the absent aspect and stuff of that part which you were longing for or yearning for.
Yeah,
that I have a problem with. So I chose.
Yeah, I chose daddy issues.
Why did you choose daddy issues?
Simply for those few facts that you've mentioned, and also that, man, mama's boys, I consider them to be like on the softer side. Girls with daddy issues,
they thugging.
They've I don't know if it's part of a defense mechanism. But they always want to be hard. They always want to act hard, want to act tough, want to just, right? So that I can see more problematic than someone, as you say, being like submissive to a will.
See, I feel like the modern woman in general is just saying she ain't. I don't say she's soft. I want to say, and then I don't want to say she's not womanly. I feel like the modern woman, she's abrasive.
Careful. Walk that tightrope. Very carefully.
I will be mindful and thoughtful of my words that I choose. They will be used against me in a court of law, public court of law.
Marv pointed out a slip up that I did last.
You're calling yourself out.
A couple of weeks ago. I'm not gonna say at what point. See if you can find it. Point it out to us in the comments.
So you dry snitching on yourself?
I'm not gonna go that far.
I was leaving it. I was leaving it alone.
I'm not gonna go that far.
I was gonna leave it alone. Okay. No, but abrasive. I feel like the modern woman is kind of abrasive,
right?
And this, I'm gonna say, let's take it from okay. I'll use from GTA aspect.
Okay.
Greater Toronto area, right? One day, a friend of mine was, she used to live in Chinatown. Lived above one of the stores and stuff in Chinatown and everything like that.
Right.
Now, to find, let's say, the doors from, like, let's say, store aspect into the apartment aspect.
Right.
hers didn't have a number. So I'm looking like, okay, I think we're looking for number 54 at the time or something like that, right? And I was like,
Right.
can't find figure 54. So we see a blonde and a brunette walk out, right?
Yeah.
See a blonde and a brunette walk out. So the brunette walk out first, right? So I said, excuse me. She turned around, I have a boyfriend. Just say yes. And then figure out what the hell I'm asking.
Right, yeah.
She said, I have a boyfriend. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. What? Her skirt. She had a skirt on that day.
You're right.
It's kind of like, it's up. So you kind of seen like, butt cheeks and everything like that, right? So I'm like, fuck it. I ain't about to tell her shit.
Yeah.
So then I see the other friend come out. When I see the other friend come out, I'm like, excuse me. She's like, hi. I'm like, we're looking for 54. Shit, oh, this is 54.
Right.
You guys must be here for that new girl across the hall. So I'm like, yes. The brunette with the short hair. She's like, yeah. She's like, we come in, let you in and stuff, whatever, and just knock.
Right.
So I'm like, appreciate it. I'm like, by the way, your girl's butt cheeks all outside and stuff, like, because she thought we were trying to pick her up and everything. And we're looking for some shit, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, what's with the hostility? Automatic and stuff, right? I seen another guy one day. It was in traffic.
Yeah.
I think I was changing songs. I'm in traffic. The dude's in front and the woman's like in front to the right. So the guy, I'm thinking he's trying to pick her up too. I thought he was trying to pick her up. He's like, hey, I have a boyfriend, a man, okay? I don't need... So she started rolling up her window because it was hot, right? She started rolling up her window and then somebody else honked to her like, hey, your tire's flat. And the guy like, that's what I was trying to tell you. You get what I'm saying? It's like they're automatically hardened. And when I asked some female friends and stuff about it, they're like, oh, the times and stuff that the things that women go through. I'm like, but men go through some shit too. But I'm like, if we was to get more abrasive and rough, it'd be a problem.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want to say every situation is like, it's contextual. There's context and stuff behind it, but go with the, I don't say optimistic, but I want to say go with the positive approach first. Just take it as it might be positive before it goes to negative.
But that's how I think you should approach things.
Men and women.
Yeah, I think that's how you should just approach things. If you give off a positive energy, the more likelihood you're going to receive a positive energy, right? But if you give off something that's negative, you can't expect something positive in return, right? And it's just like I tell people all the time. I said, when you're arguing, be mindful of what you're arguing about and be mindful of what you're saying, because a lot of times you could just be adding fuel to the fire as opposed to just letting the fire simmer and out itself, right?
Some people like to watch the world burn, though.
Some people just like to watch the world burn.
That's what I've noticed. I have a friend and stuff. Him and his wife, they exchanged a few words.
Right.
And he was like, oh, it's kind of like, he's like, oh, you and I always had conversations. She just want to eavesdrop in the conversation and stuff. But I'm like, it's not eavesdrop. I come to your house.
Yeah.
I'm guest.
Yeah.
And she wants to help cater to guests. But I want to say there's certain things that is kind of like, oh, we were already talking about this.
Right.
And it was kind of more of a private thing before it became like more of a public thing. And he's like, what, you sad? You jealous? Because you don't know what we were talking about earlier? So I was like, that's fuel.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
I'm like,
exactly.
I'm like, leave it alone, bro. Just let it go. He's like, nah. I was like, I'm like, you want to watch the world burn? Because I'm like, she might stab you in your sleep.
Bro, I just don't understand it. I'm like, why fuel the fire? Just let the fire out itself.
Yeah.
But it's like I was saying, like you just have that thought of having to be hard all the time as a defense mechanism. Mm-hmm. I think it just has the opposite effect. You may push away the people that you want to push away, but at the same time, you're going to push away people that might actually be beneficial to you.
True.
Just like the guy is trying to tell you your tire's flat. Like if there was nobody else to honk their horn to get your attention, to tell you that, how far would you have driven and ruined your rims, or something else potentially happening?
Don't know. That's be open to receive. Be teachable. Be teachable. Let me ask you this. Do you think women hold their men to the same standards as their fathers? What I mean by that is, like, I've had a conversation and stuff with my girl, right?
Right.
And I've heard her say her father kind of set a precedent in her life on what a man does.
Yeah.
Right? Do you think that's fair? Because let's say I can't replace a father.
No.
Right? And we'll say who we talking about? Bill Gates' daughter? Okay, the dude dating Bill Gates' daughter and stuff, whatever. He ain't
ever gonna replace that.
Exactly. You can't replace even a great person in general. And if you deem this person as great in your world, how are you gonna hold me to the same regard?
Yeah.
Because the commonality and stuff is that what? We both have penis?
I think they're gonna try and keep you to like the core stuff.
What's the core?
Like, I guess the way that they feel they should be treated, because their father may have treated them a certain way, or they may have seen their mother being treated by a certain way by their father.
I don't think that's fair, because my thing is, if the girl's father was a lumberjack, I've never cut down a tree in my damn life, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Then now you're looking at stuff like, shit, how we get rid of this damn tree in the backyard? Pussy, you call my father. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna go.
Oh, really?
It shouldn't go to that.
Oh, it shouldn't. Yeah, you're right. It shouldn't, but it will go to that.
But when I say like the core stuff, like the stuff that she deems as like quality wise, like love, right? Let's say you've witnessed how your father loves your mom or your mother, you may feel like your husband should do that same, even though that is wrong, because everybody's language of love is different.
Bingo.
Right? So even though that is wrong, but as a woman, you may not understand that language of love could be different. So you're basing off of what you may have seen that your father have done, and expect that. I don't think she's expecting that, your father's a lumberjack and you're an electrician, that you could come and chop down the same tree but she will call her daddy to come chop down that damn tree.
Okay, but I feel like men do it too and stuff, and I think it's not fair.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like a man and stuff who probably, say he came from a household where like his mom did all the cooking and everything like that, right? Then he goes with a woman, he's looking like, and she, I ain't your mama.
Right.
And I can agree to that. Like, my thing and stuff is that, like, yeah, just because the parents did this,
I can agree to that 100%.
Yeah, like, so if the parents did this, you can't hold significant other and stuff to like these regards and stuff.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, parents are supposed to do these things. Parents are supposed to do these things.
Right.
The significant other and stuff may or may not choose to do these things.
Yeah.
It might be in their world, right? Like, if I was to meet a woman and she loves to cook, right? She loves to cook, and my mom loved to cook and stuff with her before, I'm blessed and I'm fortunate.
Right.
But if I break up with her and I'm with somebody else and stuff who like cooks for, I call it survival. Like, the survival
meals?
Yeah, the survival meals and everything like that. I can't be upset. I can't be upset and stuff for that. She only knows how to cook survival meals if she's willing to, like I said, be teachable. If she's willing to start cooking more so we can save some money and buy like the Barbie dream house she dreamed out and everything, that's a different story. But one parent has a type of like, rules and guidelines and stuff, and I'm supposed to automatically like, yeah. Because I heard a guy say this one time and stuff too, who has multiple kids.
Yeah.
Different baby moms. He's like, I don't know what this girl's complaining about. When my mom raised us without a father in the photo and stuff, whatever, she just be shut up and be grateful. At least I'm giving money.
Right.
You see?
Right.
And that's not right.
That's not right. Do you think that's part of the reason why you'll find some men or women looking for partners that have qualities of like, let's say, a father or a mother that they deem like, okay, like, this is what I want in a man.
I think
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've witnessed it. This is what I'm used to. So because I'm used to it, this is why I would also like to see in my partner.
Yes. I don't have no problem and stuff with that. I think that shouldn't be the key thing you're looking for.
Right.
That should be more of the bonus.
Right.
That should be more of the bonus.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for somebody and stuff, let's say, to fit your characteristics or certain things that you want within a partner, and sometimes being raised by good parents,
right?
You see these qualities and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I want that for me when I get older or when I come to, looking for a partner. I don't knock that.
Yeah.
But that should be a key element for it. But some people are like, yeah, it should be your core. Like how you were saying, these are core things and stuff. I want my woman to cook. I want my woman to do this. I want my woman to do that because I'm used to seeing my mom do these type of things. Right. But then it's the same way a woman say, I ain't your mama. It's the same way a guy look at a woman like, I ain't your daddy. But I just feel like women, they don't get crucified. Like I'm choosing the words properly. They don't get crucified as much compared to like men. Like I feel like if a man doesn't do certain things that her father or she's seen like older dudes or father-like figures and stuff in her world done before. Yeah. She's coming down with Thor's hammer on dude. But if a dude's like, my mom used to cook. She used to chef it up and everything. I'd have to bring my kids McDonald's and stuff like that. My mom would have asked for the chicken. She would have chefed that shit up. I ain't your mama. Typical man thing. We supposed to be living in the kitchen and all this type of stuff and everything like that. After I work, I bust my ass. Okay, but you don't think some guys bust their ass too?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Double standard.
Double standards.
I don't know. That's just my take on it. So, yes. But Mama's Boy, 68% again. Yikes. Let's talk about Elon. Your boy. Your boy.
He's that what do you call those characters? Those superhero characters that become villains, and the villains that they straddle the line, and every day they say something that flip the script and flip them back and flip the script and flip them back.
Is there villains like that? Because I feel like he's still a super villain to me.
He's still super villain?
He's still a super villain to me. Because I think he's the new 6ix9ine.
Think he's the new 6ix9ine?
I think he's the new 6ix9ine. Because world hunger.
Right.
The world hunger issue.
Right.
And then when he was looking at Jeff Bezos and everything and trying to troll Bezos.
Right.
Like throw your money up and everything and stuff too.
Right.
The Twitter thing is fucked. He deserves every aspect and stuff of it because doing that, you can hold up a lot of shares and other business transactions and stuff in the back. Mm-hmm. But no one is holding these billionaires and these millionaires and stuff accountable for it. Like, because they make it illegal. Yeah. So they're like, all right, fuck it. That $1 billion and stuff for like the Twitter lawsuit. Yeah. I feel like they take them to the cleaners because you said, yes, you're going to buy. All right. Yay. We're getting ready to sell. Do I really still want it though? Yo, they should. I think they should win. I hope they win. If they win, ban every account he might make. Like, you have to.
But this is, and this lies the problem of
talk to me.
Free enterprise and commerce. Because they write in such sketchy rules that all of them play by those same sketchy rules, right? Mm-hmm. So now to pull up somebody on that sketchy rule, it's kind of like, maybe we need to play later on down by that same sketchy rule. You know what I mean? It's hard to now wheel it in, right?
They have to know. Well, okay, that dancing thing you're talking about, the villain, right? With you do good, you do bad. That sketchy rule thing, I think that's applicable and stuff to this situation. They have to rewrite the whole rules and stuff over and everything, but it's so hard because it's kind of like he might be the front person now, but there's
Right.
probably the line behind him. The line behind is probably at least like 70 people, and the line ahead of him might be like at least like 1,000.
What the funny thing is, I was thinking about this the other day, right? It's like when I just sent you that supposedly list of people who are connected with Epstein.
Yeah.
Right? When everything was popping off with this whole Epstein thing, right?
Mhm.
And people were wondering, well, how come we're not hearing any condemnation from this person or that person or this person or that? But then you really have to stop and think about, like, some of these people who are used to pointing fingers can't really point fingers because they got skeletons in the closet.
Mhm.
So it's like, same thing now. It's like, okay, man, you screwing me out of a couple million right now. But 2 years ago, I screwed somebody else out of a couple million doing the same thing.
And you just gotta humble yourself.
You just gotta humble yourself.
Humble yourself and shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of, play this. That's macro. Let's look at micro. Think about if you know somebody and stuff who's like a constant or chronic cheater.
Right.
Chronic cheating relationship now. Whatever,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And let's say they kind of calm down, the woman and stuff's like, all right, and change and calm down and found God, whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Then they go out and he go out and stuff with his woman, and then they see somebody they know cheating.
Yeah.
He can't say shit.
You can't say shit.
His woman can be like, this guy Larry's a piece of shit. After she tried so much, Chanel tried so much
Yeah. Yeah.
to be with, artists and stuff with him. Dude just had to just eat his food. Just eat his food. Humble. She like, babe, do you see that? It's messed up. Go right back.
Go right back.
Because you already doing your shady shit already.
Right. And just because
A
you
few
gotta
years
wait.
ago, you gotta wait.
And don't make it seem like receipts can't happen.
Receipts get pulled up all the time.
All the time. See, and that's what these people are looking at. People are like, why? What? I want to. You should. But it'd be interesting to see how it ends up. It'd be interesting to see how it ends up.
I'm glued
For
to
sure.
it. I'm glued to it because I want to say, because everything was also recent.
Right.
From April to now, right? It was kind of like, do I buy it? Do I not? Can I get some shares? Can I do this? All right, fuck it. I'm going to buy it for
Right,
this. Yeah,
right.
fuck it. I'm going to take over.
Right.
Don't worry. The speech is going to be all good for, it's going to, what he said, it's going to freedom of speech domains. That's what he said.
Yeah.
But Twitter, to me, is so mind-blowing where people try to have arguments and debates, but you're limited to characters. You're limited to characters. So let's say you have a point to prove. You have, 140 characters to prove it? It's kind of like, remember we were doing a debate thing? Like, go ahead.
There's got to be a job out there for somebody who can convert thought into Twitter spaced. You know what I mean? So someone who like a professional condenser to take your argument and condense it into Twitter block. Because you're right. There's only a certain amount of characters for you to get your shit off.
Yeah. Like if somebody said, oh, they're pro-Trump. And then the anti-Trumps would be like, how the hell could you support blah, blah, blah? And then they get cut off. It's like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying?
But you're right. It is a space where they argue a whole lot.
They argue a lot there.
They argue a whole lot.
I don't know.
But he did the same thing with Dogecoin, no?
Yeah.
So it's like people, you should be wary when this guy says he's gonna buy something. Wait a little bit before you do anything.
Signal.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the other
Signal.
He did the shit for
Did the
Signal. Yeah.
But Signal ended up benefiting from that. But no, I mean, it's like, and I guess nobody really got hurt because it's not nothing that you had to just pay into, right? It was a free app that you just downloaded. So the real beneficiaries was Signal.
Correct.
Right? But the fact that, with the whole Dogecoin, people went out and bought Dogecoin stock, right? People went out and bought Twitter stock, right?
Everything. Look how everything turned out. That's annoying. That's some annoying shit. I don't know. Talk to your
super villain.
Something like that. In his case, that's how annoying are you? What do you consider your annoying trait?
I'm a bit of a troll sometimes.
The person of feather flock the fucking together. Huh? This is why you and Elon.
Team Elon.
Of course. You troll.
No, not really troll, but I'll get argumentative in some of the.
Oh yeah. I seen you in action and stuff on these fucking damn group chats and shit. I was like, yo, you got a lot. I was like, yo, y'all don't believe in voice notes? Like, yo, so as soon as I see your shit, I'm like, I'm smooth. I was like, first thing comes in my head is Aaliyah, 4-page letter. I'm like, I'm like, smooth, you got time.
Hey, sorry, this is off topic, but since you mentioned that, me and Sho were driving to one sound the other day, and the news lady on Flow came on. You know, the one with the sultry voice, and she does news like this, and then, I don't know if you've ever heard of her. Okay, there's this news lady on Flow. All you need to do is play sultry music in the background, and you'd swear she's talking to you erotically.
Like in porn. Some people have that one. What is it? 1-900 number voice.
Yes.
Some people are just built like that. Naturally.
She has got that voice. I'm like, well, sure. I'm gonna one of these days. I'm just gonna meme the hell out of her. I'm gonna take a meme. This is why I'm annoying.
You're a troll.
This is why I'm a troll.
You're annoying.
I'm just gonna take her voice. I'm gonna put some sultry music behind it and post it because this shit is hilarious. And Charles in the car's like, yeah, I can hear the music.
Porno. For me, I think my annoying aspect is probably I like to laugh. And I like to laugh at inappropriate shit.
Yes.
So that's the funny thing. It's funny to me,
to you,
but some people find it annoying.
Right.
Because of like...
This is no laughing matter, Marv.
Right. Right. Because and like the receipts. So say like if I'm in a relationship and stuff like that, I don't keep score. I do not keep score. I just look at it as if when it comes to the end,
right,
I know what I've done.
Right.
That's it. So when I'm in it, you get cuss me and stuff like that. Be like, all right, fuck it. Once I know it's over, I'm like, heifer, you know what I did? So it's not like that. But then when it comes to like certain type of arguments, I'll sit there like, and everybody said it like, you even said it sometimes, like, you got this stupid look on your face, like you're up to something and stuff like that. I just like to smile. I like to laugh. So if I'm looking like, we're having a conversation about, that's something basic like bagels.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, yeah, it's not my bagel. I don't fuck with that. And you're like, what, this bagel's the shit. And I see you I'm turned up, like, I'm laughing at you. But I'm looking like, why are you getting turned up over a bagel? Like, what's so special about a bagel? And then you look like, what's so funny? What's so funny? What's so funny? And I didn't realize I have a problem.
I think that could be considered another problem of mine. My lack of emotion to anything.
But I feel like you're an even keeled person in general.
Yeah.
That's why when I see you get it in your bag, like, you know, some topics and certain things, I was like, shit, tell us. You made me get to a Barbara Walters moment, whatever. Or no, a Gail. Because I be feeling like Gail, you be looking like Gail. You be like, killing me. I'm alive. And I'm looking like, yo, Smooth, calm down. You good? You all right? You show violence today? You're like, yo, I've been sitting here, you just go in. So, because I'm so used to you being even keel.
Right.
It's kind of like, food was good? Yeah. You'd be like, yeah, the food was amazing. Bitch, I couldn't tell. Like, you barely moved. You didn't move.
my lack of emotion.
Some people, when I see it kills me. I always try to see, like, I watch people like you.
Right.
To figure out, I'm like, okay, what gets you guys turned?
Right.
And if that might be a troll aspect, it's not really a troll aspect, but I just know for a fact, I'm like, okay, if I ever want you to go, because I feel like you're running constantly on like volume 3, speed 4.
Right.
If I want you to go to like volume 8, speed 10, I would say certain type of things.
Oh yeah.
Like the reference of the episodes a few episodes ago, what you said. Because you said it, volume 3, speed 4. You're like, yeah, blank, 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 blank. I'm like, oh, what the? You can't say that. Can you? All right.
At volume 3, speed 4, you can.
Yes, because if your volume was,
Yeah.
Dear cancel culture, not your average Joseph is the next person we need to get. Send.
Attach a photo. Resend.
Yeah, right? They want to call it out. Oh, man. Play this. What kills me is that when it comes to with some people and their annoying stuff,
Right.
I feel like if you know it's a problem, what do you do to prevent it? Because I can't control how people feel.
Right.
But my thing, I try to cut a conversation short. How do you cut down or calm down on your trolling? You don't? You just said fucking let it run? Check me out, rub my jewel on my belly, touch my hair. Is that what it is?
No, I think with me, I think it's the point where you no longer make sense in what you say.
Oh.
I can no longer participate.
And you exit.
Yeah.
You exit yourself.
Yeah. I think I'm more in it for the mind challenging aspect. I don't know if that makes any sense.
It doesn't make sense.
I don't know if that makes
No,
any
it
sense.
does make sense because I'll tell you why.
Right.
I know a few people.
Right.
They don't like to talk to people who might, to their standards, seem not so intelligent.
Right.
Right? Because they said, one guy told me in particular, he said, when he's talked to people who sound not so intelligent, he kind of questions his intelligence. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, he's like, how are you? Okay, with you now.
Right.
Remember the girl with my ex-boyfriends have to pay for my lifestyle until I get a new, and you're like, she doesn't live in fucking reality. I was like, calm down, like relax. This is her reality. She's gotten suckers to do this already and stuff like this is not real. Like, you all right?
Yeah.
I'm like, but you were mostly still checked in to cuss her out though. I'm like, yo, but cash out. Now, to a friend of mine and stuff, he's the same way. He's the same way where him and I were having a conversation with somebody and then he looked and he's like, and he gave me a look like, how is this chick still alive? Like, how did she make it to adulthood with this friggin' brain of hers? I'm like, he's like, I'm out. And he legit exit scene.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, you can't take a conversation? He's like, Marv, I'm in the car when you're ready. I was like, I'm sorry about him and everything. And he was legit in the car.
Yeah.
I'm like, aren't you going? I'm like, yeah, my friend, I went to the car and stuff. He's in the car playing games and shit.
But sometimes when you're in an argument, don't you feel at some point the argument just gets pointless and you're struggling. You're struggling to make sense of it all while you're still here.
I can.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
I want to say to another, like, all right, if I'm having a conversation with another guy.
Right.
And we're arguing and stuff about something, once the facts and stuff and everything are pointed out,
right,
I'm kind of done.
Yes. Okay. I'm the same way.
I'm kind of done. I think the situation stuff is that there's guys or people right. in general.
Right.
They want to have the last word.
Yes.
And that annoys me. If you want to have the last word.
Right.
And you want to prove that you're right even though you're wrong.
Right.
That annoys me. And those people and stuff, they're the ones that continue the argument to me in my world.
Yes.
So I'm looking like, I listed out A, B, and C, D. I'm done talking.
Right.
And they're like, so what? You got an attitude now? Yeah, you better shut the fuck. I'm like.
And that's what I say. That's like, I check out before I get to that point because I'm like.
So what about your woman? Because I want to say when it comes to your women and stuff like that, some women, they don't kind of bow out gracefully.
No. See, if it's my woman, I have to stay into the argument until it's won.
Until you win?
Until it's won.
Until you win? Or she won?
Until it's won. Either she's won her side or I've won my side.
Mm-hmm.
And if she's won her side, I can concede. But it has to be, it has to end. It can't be we wake up tomorrow morning and the shit. And another thing. No.
Another one.
It ended the night before we came to terms. If I know I ain't gotta see you again, or I ain't gotta talk to you again, I can just walk away from it.
Do you respect people who let sleeping dogs lie?
I can respect somebody in that regards. Depending on what the sleeping dog is.
Oh, let me hear this. What do you mean
depending
depends?
on what the sleeping dog is? If it's something that...
Because if I know... See, my thing is if I know I'm right...
Yeah.
If I know I'm right, I shrug my shoulders and then I emotionally check. I check out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck after that,
yeah.
whatever, right? So it's kind of like this. Like, say if I'm having a conversation with my woman or something like that.
Right.
Like, you were wrong, or like tell her you were wrong with this, and I was right with this, this, and this.
Right.
And she's probably left in shock and awe. I'm like, good night. Wake up! This ain't over. I'll be like, wait. That's when like my rage button goes off. That's when I start to choose violence. Be like, are you high? Yo, like, what are you high on?
This is what I'm telling you, Marv. You said good night. She didn't tell you the conversation was over. That's what I said. Like I said, it has to be definitively won. Either she is definitively won and I've definitively won. There's no tomorrow with the same and another thing.
No, but if all right, we had a conversation.
Yeah.
She got quiet.
Right.
She's not letting it go. She's over there fuming because I guess at this point in time I won.
Yes, but you have to no, you can't assume it, Marv. You can't assume it. Take it from me, the elder statesman. You at that moment of silence, right? Because you're gonna give her the moment of silence. Then you're gonna say, do you understand? Did I make myself clear, or did you understand?
That will piss somebody off.
You have to, Marv. You have to. You have to. If she even angrily just says yes, because she wants it to be over, that's your out.
Oh, that's
that's your out. It's the yes. That's it.
What she said, I don't know.
Well, you got to work it out. If you got to step to the next thing, Marv, it's got to be worked out, Marv.
I'm feeling sleep deprived right now just thinking about it.
Yeah, man, it's one of those, man. Like I said, if it's a complete stranger that you don't got to wake up to, then you can walk away from it.
Somebody might try to bust you in your head when you walk away. No. You want to take that chance? You got to crab walk like this. Like,
walk backwards.
Walk backwards.
Take your paces backwards.
Shit. Okay. All right. That's fair. I have a question for you. I made sure I made a note for it.
Shoot.
What is the most unattractive thing a woman could say to you?
The most unattractive thing
a woman could say to you?
Oh, wow.
Because I know, I was talking to a friend the other day.
Right.
And I said to him and stuff, I'm an asshole.
Right.
I don't like how you said right so fast that I'm an asshole.
That's what I mean.
Clearly you're not on my squad. But I'm an asshole.
Right.
Watch him out. I knew you were going to come with your shit. And I feel like there's points where me being an asshole, I think lower than me, I want to say there's like some scumbagios, like some scumbags.
Some scumbagula?
Some scumbagulas, you know?
Scumbagulas.
Like they go beyond me. For example, one day I remember the wildest I ever went to go pick up a woman is I kind of just called out by her outfit, whatever she was wearing and stuff, whatever. And I'm sure I had some booty shorts and some stuff like that, whatever. I'm like, damn, you double cheeked up on a Tuesday, some stupid shit like that, whatever, right?
Right.
But it was just a little snide comment passing kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't trying to lock in.
Right.
But she turned around and stuff. She's like, well, if you like what you see, I was like, hi, I'm Mar. Because I didn't think it was going to go anywhere. I even felt like the approach was even
right.
violent in itself.
Yeah.
Friend and I, we saw a dude pre-pandemic? I think it was pre-pandemic. Girl had some nice, she full lips. Scumbagula was a black dude.
Right.
Woman was a black woman. He's like, yo, what those dick sucking lips feel like? And she gave him a look and he's like, what? I say you got nice lips. So I was like, you didn't say that.
That doesn't sound like nice lips
you
to
didn't,
me.
You didn't say that, my guy. So, but needs to say she chewed him out and then some.
Right.
And I was like, that's very, very unattractive. To say that to a person, I don't know, because I have standards.
Yeah.
Because I have a mom, I have sisters, I have nieces, I have little, female relatives.
Tell you what, I don't think it was so much of what was said, but what was done.
With that situation?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Break it down.
A situation similar. I can't remember if it was. No, it was a club.
Mm-hmm.
It was a club we're at, right? And me and my friends were standing up, just talking and so forth like this. And all of a sudden, I felt this bubbling on my ass, like somebody dancing with me, right? So I jumped forward real quick and turned around, like ready to square up. And I seen this is like there's this shorty that's like, okay, but I felt so like violated.
But women do that often. I know some women do that shit, some sucker shit. I
felt violated though, because I was just standing there as like, it's not like I was dancing or anything. If I was dancing, then I could probably understand, right? But I'm just standing up having a conversation. How dare you feel like you can just come up behind me?
How dare you?
How dare you?
Hashtag men too.
And start grinding on me like I'm some piece of meat. But yeah, that was the most unattractive thing, because it's not like she was bad looking or anything.
The approach,
but just that, I didn't feel like, you know what I mean? Maybe if she had tapped me and like, hey, what's up, and slipped in front of me and kind of danced, I would have.
I have a problem.
Different? I don't know.
I have a problem with women talking to, let's say, the guys that they're with as bro.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it annoyed me. Oh. I used to be with a woman that called me bro. I was like, yeah, this shit ain't gonna work out. I told her that point blank. She said, what do you mean? I'm like, you call me bro. Call me soulmate. Call me sugar bear. Call me some cute name. Fluffy. Fluffaluffigan's sweetheart.
Would you take daddy over bro?
Hell yeah, take daddy over bro. Hell yeah. Because in my head, I'll probably be like, I didn't hear the sugar.
You didn't hear the sugar.
I heard the daddy piece, whatever, right? But, bro?
Yeah.
Picture a woman comes in and stuff, whatever. Bro, you won't believe what happened to me at the grocery store today.
Yeah. That's one step below girl. Girl?
You know, I
like you go to your girlfriend and you call your girlfriend girl.
True, but
you don't go to your boyfriend and call your boyfriend bro.
I don't really crucify the women like that. I'll tell you why. Because I feel like if they're giving the conversation like that, like say I'm talking to a woman and she's like, girl, and then they adjust themselves, boy, I'm like, okay. So this is truthful. How you like, it's kind of like with the court stenographer, you're getting everything as is. It's coming out, whatever, right?
Right.
But I feel like if it wasn't doctored or anything like that, I might feel like some things might be fabricated within the mix. I went to the grocery store and this guy got violent with me. So I called security. That's all you did? You sure? Knowing you, being you, you didn't get rowdy? What do you mean by that? You trying to say I'm always aggressive? Fabricated. We were like, you won't believe this man on this bitch. He tried to touch my ass cheek while I'm trying to damn move for the paper towel. I'm like, girl, boy. You're like, Okay, so this is the Hollywood true story right here. I can run with that.
This is the true version.
This is the gospel.
This is the true version.
Yeah. So I don't. The bro.
No.
My dick gets soft every time a woman says bro to me. Yeah, right. You a guy? You're auditioning for a man? You're trans? Oh, sorry. June just passed. I apologize. I have another situation for you. I was going through some things this week, man. You know, it's your birthday, week coming. But I was going through some things, man.
Going through Chronicles on my
It's not even me, but it's just like things I see and witness in the world, and that's why we're having topics and conversations.
I guess.
Should you have to tell your friends white lies?
You should. I don't think you should have to tell your friends white lies.
Why?
No, if they're small enough to be white, then why not just tell them the truth? Is it going to be that detrimental that they know the truth?
See, for me, I looked at it where the level of friendship,
right,
with said friend,
right.
Some people say the levels. I said levels. One person said that I asked them. They said how much of insecurity I know about the person.
Mm.
So I feel like if we're on levels, let's say not like best friend. What's the lower end spectrum? Like acquaintance? Because some people might like acquaintances, like or a little bit. Would you qualify an acquaintance as a friend? Yes or no?
No.
Okay.
No.
So let's say like a friend, like a decent friend, right? Let's say a decent, good friend that you don't see every often, you don't speak to every often,
right?
But you guys are, are cool, right? Would you tell them white lies? Let's say, for example, you guys are going out somewhere, whatever, and you needed a ride,
right?
You needed a ride, and they were the ride and everything. They're like, oh, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to go to DrewFest. I'm not wearing a proper outfit. You look like, bitch, we need to make it a DrewFest because it's my event and it's my community and it's my show. I need to be there.
I gotta be there.
So take this shirt and stuff, whatever, and just shut up and cut me like, do I look good in this shirt? And you know the motherfucker don't look good in the shirt. Are you gonna still tell them to get your goal across?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna still tell them. I'm gonna still tell them.
You can still tell them?
I'm like, it's gonna be a setback. We're gonna have to be. I might have to be late.
This might be a while.
But I can't let you go out like that.
Fair.
I can't let you go out like that. Yeah, I said, if it's not gonna be anything that's detrimental, and that's why I see like white lies. But
I'm saying detrimental. I feel like that's very subjective because.
Well, if you're considering, what do you consider a white lie? Is that going to be subjective too then? Because white lies, when you hear the term white lies, it's something it's small, it's insignificant. That if you could have told the truth, but you decided to lie anyway.
Well, okay, like I said, some people. Let me give a blanketed statement.
All right, let's blanket this one.
We are all beautiful people.
All beautiful people.
All right? We're just ordinary people according to John Legend. No, but in my world, we're all beautiful people.
Yes.
All right, blanket statement is done. Look, some of these people ain't like no top models, okay? Some people like tree monsters.
Yeah.
So that if your friend or whosoever, some people tell the women white lies. Babes, I look fat in this outfit. They know good and well they women look fat in that outfit. But down here, you're just a beautiful person that you are. And that's what I'm saying. That's a white lie you're telling your significant other.
It is a white lie.
So some people tell their friends and stuff these white lies.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I care about my friends, my significant other, everybody and all the above very dearly, but I need to be me.
Yeah.
I need to be me. And when I be me, my goal is not to be mean to said person.
Well, yeah.
But I'm going to find a way to break it down and stuff to them. Because I don't, the lying thing, I'm over the lying thing. I used to get asked with this for when I was little.
And that's what I'm saying. If it's really something that it's insignificant in nature, like you might as well just Then let the truth be free and tell the truth about it.
But even if it is significant and stuff, but like not even significant.
But that's what I'm saying. If it's significant, that it's no longer. I don't really consider that a white lie, right? It's like it's something that if it's significant and you're lying about it, then that's a problem. That's how I look at it. If like a white lie, if it's either or. If you're lying about it, it's not really gonna be anything detrimental. If you tell the truth about it, ain't gonna be really anything detrimental. Like, honey, do I look fat in this dress?
That might make or break your night. You might not get no cooch.
Yeah, yes, you look a little bit fat in the dress. You look fat in the dress, but
7 steps.
But you're wearing it and you look good. Yes, you're fat, but you look good in it. It can be worn by you.
PHAT. Pretty hot and tempting.
There you go. It can be worn. But there's nah, you're not fat. When you know, and she more than likely knows. Right?
But some people, they're their own worst critic.
Yeah, some people are their own worst critic. But if you would not making it any better by telling the white lie, because they're going to be like, you just saying it because you feel like you have to. They don't believe you anyway. They don't believe you. They know you white lying.
No little straightening. Ain't no little straightening, man. I feel like we're at a point, or I want to say, if you're going to call somebody friend,
yeah,
listen to what they have to say.
Of course.
Vice versa. It goes both ways.
Of course, yeah.
So now if the person says something and where you question, like if you go to a doctor, you feel like your foot is hurting you, you tell the doc, be like, yo, my foot's hurting me. And the doctor looks at you like, you're fine. You're entitled to get a second opinion.
Right.
So if your friend tells you something about you and you don't like that, you're entitled to get a second opinion from somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then you have to use your judgment to say, like, this person say it like with the goodness of their heart, or they say it from a bad place, with just hating, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's no problem and stuff with that. When it comes to friendship, you check for me, you're allowed to check me.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
I feel like your friends should be the ones to tell you when you're fucking up.
They should be the first ones to tell you when
you're fucking up.
But
go ahead.
Let me put a little caveat in there. It's also got to be a friend that's not also fucked up.
Interesting.
Because
are you saying like the kettle can't call the pot black?
The kettle can't call the pot black, or the kettle might not even notice that they're black themselves, and not even notice that you're black.
I disagree with that. A broken clock is at least right twice a day.
At least right twice a day.
So my thing and stuff is that if I look at some person stuff as not that intelligent,
right,
and for them to flag off and say like, you know, like, what you did was stupid, it'd be like, you motherfucking people. But then I look at that and I was like, hold on. Why? Because I want to hear what they have to say. Because I'm looking like, you don't make the most smartest choices.
Right.
Let's hear what you have to say, Einstein. And then I still listen to them.
Right.
Because I'm like, this might have flagged, but you're saying just disregard them because they cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs already?
Well, it's...
Friendship.
I mean, if you like, if you're looking out for one another, though, you should also be for the betterment of one another, and that means calling out something that might be holding that person back from being great.
Yeah. And what if they don't want to receive it?
Well, if they don't want to receive it, then that's a them thing, right? That's nothing to really do with you. As a friend, you've done your part.
Do you cut a friend off like that? Would you cut a friend off? Because if you're constantly...
If we're friends, then you should be able to value my opinion like I value yours.
Fair. But if you're giving constant your opinion... See, my thing is this. I would probably speak about a subject pertaining to a person
right,
twice.
Yeah.
One time I kind of would give you a vent fest.
Right.
Not DrewFest. A vent fest.
Vent fest.
I'll let you say what you have to say, get your thoughts across, your feelings off, and everything like that. And I'll shut the hell up.
Right.
You're looking to vent. But if you come back with the same issue again, it's now problem solving mode. So now if we're in problem solving mode, I'm not double vent. You vent once over here.
Right.
The other vent's either shrink or someone else. That's not my issue and stuff no more.
Right.
Now, if you want to come back for double vent and be like, all right, first of all, you need to X, Y, and Z, do A, B, and C, and we'll call it a day. And they say, yeah, but, and shut the fuck up. That's when the asshole will come out of me, because I'm like, we shouldn't have to be repeating things to adults or so-called adults multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
You as or set person themselves witnessed it as a problem. So if you witness it as a problem in your world, try and solve it. If it's beyond you, this is when you go to outside for counsel.
Right.
Right? To see if they can get help and stuff to, no? You're going to come vent? No. I'm shutting the damn vent.
Maybe thought you were counsel.
Maybe
they thought you were counsel.
And I have no problem being counsel. But then when I say what I have to say, everything went south. Like this fast.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, because I've been in that situation before.
Of course. I'm pretty sure tons of people.
Where I've given my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The person went against the opinion that I gave.
Mm-hmm.
And then has ended up in a worse position than they were before.
And you're going to say, I told you so. But you have that in the back of your mind.
I have it in the back of my mind, but it's like I don't even want to be in the conversation for it to even have to come up for me to even mention, I told you so. That
part.
Yeah.
That's why I don't believe in telling friends white lies.
Yeah.
Because it's going to come back to like, and I got to carry on with the lie. But deep down inside, I know the truth, and I'm like, I told you so. Okay. Let's get to question of the week.
Question of the week.
How do you self-talk? What does one say to self? Do you have daily affirmations?
I don't have daily affirmations.
Are you kind? Okay, are you kind or mean when you talk to yourself? Because some people are hard on themselves.
I'm firm. I'm firm when I speak to myself.
Please explain.
Yeah. I speak to myself with authority. Yeah.
I think maybe a more sad or I think it's sad or not so good times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more firm.
You're more firm? Okay.
Because it's kind of like, all right, there'll be darker days. This is a dark moment.
Yeah.
But the days will be brighter. Right? And I'll kind of say that more firm type of situation.
Right.
And other times I just talk to myself kind of light and fun. Because even like, okay, I give you a joke. I have an issue with, and there's actually a friend and my girl and some other people and stuff I know have the same kind of issue. I don't like to go on Korean barbecue. No disrespect to Korean barbecue. I think the food and stuff like that.
No
their culture is good.
Yeah.
I'm not paying my money to go cook my own damn food. No, I'm not. I refuse. I went one time for an experience and I got dragged in by another time. They're like, oh, we're going to go out to eat. Like, where are you going to go out to eat? They're like, Korean barbecue. I'm like, you mother... And so I'm there.
Right.
So how's I treating you? Yeah, life is going good. Work's not that bad. Hold on. Why I'm going to go pay to go cook my own food. And then you want to charge me so much too.
Yeah.
And then they want to ask for tip. I need tip for myself. That's so stupid. Fight for my fight. All right. And then like the grocery stores with the self-checkout thing and all that.
Right.
Here's my thing.
Yeah.
They lucky they put cameras on that bitch. Cause, I would ring up 2 packs of gum and I'll leave there with a big ass bag. Because I'm looking like, all right.
Did you see there was a meme where these 3 people went to IKEA and left with over $600 something worth of stuff and paid $1.97.
I see no harm in that. There was no IKEA workers hurt in that production of that film. I see nothing wrong with that.
Listen, man.
IKEA okay. So is IKEA like $1,000 company, or is it a multi-million-dollar company?
It's a multi-million.
Hire the bodies.
Yep.
People are looking for employment. No.
Listen,
Well, especially over on this side.
I am not sad at all.
Look, I go to so check it. I go to one of those checkout things and stuff like that, and I told the lady, I'm like, yo, this thing's not registering, right? Because I guess it was a pepper. It was a bell pepper. They normally have like a little sticker barcode on there.
Yeah.
But this one didn't. I guess almost got either rubbed off in the bag or something like that, but it couldn't identify. So she said, you might have to just weigh it on there or whatever. So I'm like, well, I don't want a raw dog. Like, the pepper onto the barcode. Everybody and granny.
Give me a bag or something.
Yeah. So I used the bag, but when I used the bag, plus that, it added like to more of the weight. So I'm looking like, y'all got lighter bags? Like, I don't understand. These produce bags should have been like thin and so she's like,
oh, they should have had calculate the bag button right there. See, it minuses the weight of the bag.
Right.
It's something.
So she's like, you know what, sir? She's like, we're just gonna charge you $1 for the. I'm like, damn, for the bell pepper, $1? Uno? Sorry, we're in Canada.
Inflation.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm in my fields. I'm in my fields now.
Of course.
So now I'm getting loud and stuff. She's like, you know what? Screw it. She minus it off, and she's like, here, take the pepper. I'm like, okay, bless your heart. All right, now I'm happy again.
Yeah.
When I go to the house now, let's say I bought the pepper, the day before.
Right.
So the next day I gotta go cook. I don't want to cut open the same damn bell pepper and stuff. It's all like moldy and shit like that. Like the seeds are rotten and everything on the inside. I was like, is this karma?
She hexed the bell pepper after you left.
And so I had a moment with self. I said, self.
Yeah.
Call it karma.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Just let it go.
It was free.
Yeah.
I would thought the freeness would taste better. Like if somebody pulls an apple from the tree, hey, you want this apple? Free. I thought it was going to be like that. It wasn't, but I was nice to self. I was like, self, let this be a lesson.
Yeah.
Punk ass motherfuckers want to give you a hassle and then they want to give you shit. It ain't going to be too good. If you go to a restaurant, whatever, they're like, this is what you ordered. Well, this is on the house. No. Did you spit in it? Did you rub your nuts in it? No.
You did something before you came out with that tray.
You. No me gusta.
Something before you came out with that tray.
So that's it. So like I said, I have my times when I'm more firm.
Yeah.
On a more sad, depressing type of thing to kind of pull myself up out of. Because I guess it's kind of like a hand reaching in. Yeah. Be like, hey, like get out the dark.
Yeah.
Right? And I feel like some people, they're just constantly hard on themselves.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I necessarily speak to the point where I'm hard on myself. Mm-hmm. Just like a firm, like I need you to understand this, or I need you to get this. I need for what I'm telling you to sink into you, type of deal, right? So, and that'll go for anything. That would be going for me looking to maybe achieve something. Mm-hmm. It might be an affirmation, or it might be I achieved it, and it might be a congratulations type of thing. Like yo, I told you, like I knew you could do it. I'm telling you that you could do it, and now you did it. Was I not right?
You do that.
And I'll be like, nigga, you was right.
I don't have those victory moments. That's the reason why people like me high five. Yeah. That's why I high five the mirror.
But you do the confetti thing. I consider that, you know what I mean? That like that's that self-expression of accomplishment, right?
But see, I want to say this. The last time I threw my confetti was the wedding reception. I mean the when I emceed the wedding.
Nice.
Because I've never emceed a wedding
Nice.
before, right?
Right.
I never emceed a wedding and everything like that. And the bride and groom, they were happy.
Yeah.
How everything, other people, people recruiting me and stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, so I have a wedding coming up in September and stuff like
Right.
that. The job is yours. I'm looking
It's a
like,
moment, right?
There's a moment.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
looking like, fucking best
Yeah,
wedding
of course.
MC out here. Adam Sandler got nothing on me. Yo.
There you go.
So those moments, like when they do come, I do throw and everything. But I want to say smaller moments of calculations and everything for certain things.
Yeah.
No, I'm not the like, I told you, Marv, you can do it.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, in my head, I know if I do it, or maybe it's childlike of me, I always just say like, I can do anything if I put my mind to it.
Right.
I can do anything if I put my mind to it.
Right.
I told you, I can be the best doctor in the world. You give me a YouTube video, some scalpel blades, I can do open heart surgery.
That's it.
Meniscule.
Yeah. Just not on me.
Yeah, people will beg to differ, and especially Ben
That's just not on
Dillinger,
me. Yeah.
but it can go down.
Yeah. I would like my doctor to do an actual university.
Phoenix University, man.
The Rye?
The right.
Imagine you got your
Your doctor, the right. How many associates you need for that to add up? You need about like 4 associates to add up to a doctorate. So that's like at least like 8 years. That can qualify.
That can qualify. If you're there that long, you got it.
You got it, man. Let's get to the Ask the Sons portion of the show. We getting down to the end. Another question from Marcus. According to you, who is the sexiest person in the world?
I still kind of dig Halle Berry.
Why do you say kind of? You don't sound like you're for Halle Berry if you say kind of.
No, because I like the older women who have, again, with grace.
Age gracefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, Holly's like 50, almost 60, isn't it?
Yeah.
She's like her
She's up there. She's up there.
Holly, I can agree to. And I seen that it was a Drake in my feels, the Kiki, You Love Me.
Right.
Felicia Rashad is in
Felicia
there.
Rashad, yeah.
And
Felicia Rashad, listen, man.
don't sleep.
When I see these older women taking care of themselves to the point where like, damn, you out here looking cougarish. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
and that's what I'm saying. Like even like with you, right? Even with you're aging and everything and that, but you still look vibrant and youthful and stuff. Like if you showed me somebody who's 48, let's say years ago,
right?
Or you showed me another 48, I can probably pinpoint and say, yeah, I can see almost 50. I can't see almost 50 on you. I think the thing and stuff is that like people probably get mesmerized by the gray.
Right.
But me, I have a younger cousin on my mom's side.
Right.
This guy's been going gray since he was like 20.
Yeah. I've been growing good, 27 since I had my first gray hairs.
Like in your hair?
No, my beard first. Yeah.
I got my first one, I think, shining right here.
Yeah.
It's like somewhere in this vicinity.
No, that was lint. You brushed it away.
You're an asshole. You're a certified asshole. You're worse than me. You're a scumbagular. You're a scumbagular. To me, sexiest person, it's always a toss-up for me it's Lisa Ray and Alicia Keys. I always say Alicia Keys more than Lisa Ray is because a lot of people don't like Alicia Keys when she went natural without the makeup thing.
Yeah.
It set me off.
Yeah.
That's true beauty.
Yeah.
That's true beauty right there. Because you go to bed and you wake up the same damn person.
That's just beautiful.
Yo, I heard Kevin Samuels said this, R.I.P. Kevin Samuels, but he's like, if it takes you like 30 minutes to get beautiful, you ain't beautiful.
Yeah.
I woke up like this, but like, yo,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey.
There's a little bit of lotion. That's about as far as I got.
Saying? So that's mine. Buckeye Bruce. What occupation is full of dirtbags?
Lawyers.
Real estate agents. I like your answer too. No, you can't trust a lawyer. I realize you cannot trust a man. You can't trust a person without advice.
No, yeah.
Check this shit out. I went. No, not the barbecue I went to yesterday, but I went to another queue of stuff. I think sometime in June.
Right.
And I was there, and one person like, "No, I don't drink. No, you smoke. No, I don't smoke. You gamble? No. And then one person, I think my boy's like, the guy's a narc. He's wearing a wire. I was like, he's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, you have no vice? Not even a video game? Something? He's like, no, I try to stay away from vices and stuff. I'm like, aren't we all? But we still have them?
Yeah. It's not like we're running to our vices.
Yeah. So yeah. But the lawyers, consultation fee, is that what it is?
Yeah. Oh.
If you care, the consultation fee should be fucking free, okay?
It should be free.
It should be free.
It should be free.
But I have to pay money just to sit down with you? Or even the retainer thing. Why I can't just say like, hey, can I just make you valuable so like therefore if I do get locked up and blah, blah, blah. No, I need a retainer fee. I don't trust you.
Yeah.
Real estate agents and stuff like that, they just fucking line their pockets too. Okay. Last question comes from Vine Viper.
Vine Viper.
Vine Viper. What is an addiction that nobody takes seriously? Oh, I got one.
I think cell phones.
This.
Yeah.
This.
I think not only the fact that nobody takes it seriously, but also the fact that it is an addiction, they kind of squash it and keep it pushed to the back.
Really?
Anybody who has to do with that does not want you to know that it's an addiction.
Really?
Whether it be the phone manufacturer, whether it be the people who make the apps, whether it be the people who do anything with social media, they want you addicted.
Keep coming back for more.
It's their version of consumerism. Fast food's another addiction that people don't see as an addiction.
It is. Okay, so let me ask you this. Would you rather cook or order or eat out? Not your woman. That's your own private time. That's your private time.
I prefer like a home cooked meal.
You prefer a home cooked meal?
Yeah.
I don't mind cooking. I like to cook. I want to say I like people to cook for me.
Right.
And it's not like I'm some serving shit. It's just that if I'm in the mood to cook, whatever, it's going down. Music and all that type of stuff is flaring. I'm in the vibe.
Yeah.
I'm in the vibe. Do I feel like that every day? No.
Nah.
No. So that's why I tend to cook. When I cook like a little nice proportion.
Right.
So I can at least say, all right, this is a heat up day. This ain't the vibe day to chef something else up and everything like that.
And there's days where the time just doesn't permit, right? Right.
But then, it's costly now to eat out and everything in general.
Listen, we were at Friday the past show went to Yorkdale and we were walking around. We were talking and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason food came up. And she was talking about, she's like, yeah, we got to cut down on it. And she goes, with some of the banking apps, they got another like side app that breaks down like your spending and so forth. Like, the tracking and spending. She goes, yeah, have you ever seen how much we spent on fast food last month? She goes, yeah. And this is coming from somebody who loves to cook. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But with all the things that we have going on, plus the traveling for the Airbnb, there's no time to actually prepare anything.
Right.
plus all the added stuff, just making you more hungry.
Very true. Very true.
Just making you more hungry. So we just end up just, okay, for the common convenience, just ordering takeout. Just ordering takeout. But yeah, it becomes and being able to order on your phone doesn't make it any easier. That's what I'm saying. That's the addiction.
Yeah, because I want to say before you had to hunt for like a flyer.
Yeah.
Or like you have to look up a phone book. Or,
right.
Or like, I think I seen a commercial. There was an old KFC delivery commercial. And I laughed. I'm like, I didn't know KFC delivered, but in certain places. I was in the hood and they weren't delivering there. But it was like they had a full phone number.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's kind of catchy to kind of remember,
right.
Because I'm like, you have to use that in order to place the delivery calls and stuff now, right?
Right.
You ain't got to say shit to nobody now. You have Uber Eats and they might just jump in straight into it.
You're right. Before you even called, you had to have the menu in front of you so you knew exactly what you were ordering.
Like my Chinese food, I ordered and stuff like that. It'll give like, you want this rice, you want what kind of fried rice, how much the prices are and everything. So you're not more likely to kind of track spending for at least this meal.
Yeah.
Right? I want to say you might look Uber Eats and he's like, all right, this, and then delivery, the tip.
Now you're not talking to anybody. It's just check, total. Send. The guesswork is out of it. The guesswork is out of it.
Yikes. We are at the end, folks.
We are at the end.
Got Associated Sons. Yes. So Associated Sons this week says, when hundreds of things are holding you back, you only need one thing to keep you moving forward.
So says the Sons.
It ain't over until you say it's over. And a lot of times it does get dark, like we were saying.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have that inner voice, the self-talk.
The self-talk, yeah.
You have the self-talk, or you might have the motivational thing. I feel like my motivational key, I think probably since 2017 is my son. He just turned 5. Right? And I feel like I'll do what it takes and stuff and what's necessary possible and stuff for him.
Yeah.
And all the above. So if I want a better life for him, I have to work hard and do certain type of things for myself.
Yeah,
I'm not going broke for him, but I know for a fact, like, with my common sense, what has to be done. And if everything else is against me or 1,000 things coming at me, that's my one thing. So you don't have to grab onto many things. And a lot of people, like Ben, we talked about last week when Ben was saying about everybody wants you to be like a grinder, a go-getter, multiple jobs, multiple things. Life will throw some things at you. Mm-hmm. You just need that one thing to just kind of keep you going.
Yeah.
Because some people, I feel like I can't speak for all suicidal people, but I feel like if they don't have, I'm assuming they might not have that one thing. This is the reason why they attempt or they do it.
Right. And I would say like that was one of the biggest things for me, like having my first child that made me really want to drive and start like working for myself, putting stuff in place where I felt like I can control my own destiny, right? Because I didn't want to ever have to turn around and say, I couldn't do this for you because someone else wouldn't let me do it. And it's a lot of things have changed. Like I remember even working at above average at as the engineer. And when I was working there, it was mainly out of, it was mainly out of love. It wasn't really like anybody was paying me any big amount of money to be an engineer. Everybody was there. We were all friends. We all grew up with each other. Everybody had a common goal. So we were all there trying to make it happen, right? But when my daughter was coming into the picture, I let them know. I said, listen, y'all have me up until the point where she's born, And then after that, things change. Like my priorities are going to shift. They're going to be different because I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to be here hoping for something to happen. I'm going to be somewhere where I know I can make something happen. And then that was basically it. So you're right, that whole catalyst, there could be a million things going around you.
Yeah.
Pulling you this way, pulling you that way, but you have that goal in mind and purpose for that goal. Yeah, you'll get it. You'll get it.
You'll be fine.
You'll get it.
That's it. So rap. Once again, happy birthday to Not Your Average Joseph. He's black, so he's running for a week.
Yeah,
with his birthday
it's,
campaign.
you know, I mean, just go ahead. Start from the moment that you hear this podcast or see this podcast, whichever. Not Your Average Joseph. You can pop through and say hi. I'll appreciate it. I don't make much fuss, but I'll appreciate it.
Yes, folks. Subscribe, follow,
All of that.
all of the above. Once again, thank you for listening to Podical Sons. Remember, the difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. Peace and love. Happy birthday!
Peace. I'm a baddie.
We know.
Baddie daddy.
Baddie dad. This piece
The Podical Sons with Not Your Average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.